Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I want to take some time right now to go over your third set of slides that's on sensation and perception. These set of slides, um, they're pretty, they're laid out pretty well. But there are some things that it might be a little difficult to muddle through. So let's go over those things and then we can take it from there. So the first things that come up are the definitions of sensation and perception. Now, these are things that you're already the expert on. You already know so much about this. You've been experiencing this since, honestly, before conception. Since conception, right? Before you were even born, you've been experiencing sensation and perception of those senses. Now, so let's break it down. They give you a huge definition. Ugh. Sensation is essentially when we're able to take in information and become aroused by some type of external stimuli, whether that's ooh, it's chilly, or oh wow, that tastes sweet, right? That's sensation. Our perception is the mental process that analyzes that and lets us say, oh wow, this is how I feel about it, or this is what's going on, right? That's perception, how we perceive it. So throughout our lives, we've been told from the time that we were young in first grade or watching Sesame Street or whatever, we've been told that there are 5 senses, right? Sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, right? However, the book all of a sudden got a new one. Balance, proprioception. Woo, right? So let me just put it out there. That number is up for debate. There are theorists out there who say, no, there are 100 senses. There are theorists out there who say, oh, no. Senses, there's 15, right? So the number's up for debate, and it depends on how you define sensation and how you define your senses, what those mean. So the book highlights, or the slides highlights, this idea of a multimodal perception. And that's when your brain collects all the information from its senses and then interprets it, right? So that's that process of how it's being perceived. So with this particular type of brain or functioning that we see, it's called synesthesia. And your book or your slides go over synesthesia. So with synesthesia, this is when the stimulus affects one sense, but also has a reaction in another area, right? So what does that mean? These are people who maybe can smell colors, or maybe they can taste music, right? So, for instance, I used to know this little boy. He was around 6 years old, and he was a synesthesiac. And he had all these like little connections, let's call them connections, that he had formed in his mind about different things. So like it might be something like, oh, the letter M is yellow, right? Or the color green tastes like bananas, right? Whatever that might be. So one thing, I did post a video for you guys to look at. It's a really good video on synesthesia. I like it a lot because it breaks it down so simply. But the video highlights the fact that synesthesiacs are not people with any type of disabilities. It's more, if anything, it's more of an ability, because it helps you to coordinate and make certain connections that maybe your average person might not be able to. Like, for instance, I'm in school right now and got to coordinate flashcards and colors and this and that. A lot of that work is already done mentally for, people who have synesthesia. So it's just something to think about. Gestalt psychology, that goes over like how we organize little bits of information into some type of meaningful wholes, right? So I'm speaking about, like, say you come home one day and you hear your mom humming, but not just humming any song, humming, I don't know, I don't know, Whitney Houston, right? And then you smell the smell, and it's very distinct. It's like a sweet but tangy smell, and you feel the warmth of something just take over your body. You're not quite sure what it is, right? Your body interprets that. Boom, 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 all that information. Oh, shoot, mom's cooking. And not only is she cooking, but she's cooking my favorite sweet and sour chicken. Oh, my goodness, it's going to be a good night, right? So your body just interpreted all that just to take in that information and just know, oh, I'm going to have a good night. I'm going to be full. This is going to be delicious. Whatever it is, right? That's what Gestalt psychology does. It takes those bits of information and makes it meaningful. And you can even, like, I'm sure that you guys have seen, like, the illusions, like the optical illusions. And I'm actually posting a video of optical illusions being broken down as well, and how those are, like, they're not necessarily culturally universal. But I'm sure you guys have seen the one where it's, like, it's a 13, and it could either be, or it's a figure, and it could either be a 13 or it could be a B. So it depends on whether it's between like an A and a C, or whether it's between the 12 and the 14. Then you kind of, your mind says, okay, well, this is what it is, right? So please take a sec, watch those videos. Those videos are really good, and they have lots of information. And as always, if you have any questions, just reach out to me, and I'll talk to you guys later.